Hi, baby. This is Luna. If you don't know her, she's in heat right now, so she's gonna be kind of my baby's in heat, so she's gonna be kind of all over the video here. It's okay, Mama. So today I did want to go ahead and do a 2023 Wrapped for you all. So you know there's Spotify Wrapped, obviously. This is gonna be like that, but just about like my year. So it's gonna be like that, but just about my year. And what I'm also gonna do is just, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna tell you everything I did all year, but it's gonna be like, you know, significant moments that I thought were worth mentioning. And what I'm also gonna do is, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I like to go to the movies a lot, so I am gonna be also telling you guys like the movies that I saw every month, and then I'll be giving you like a rating of each movie. So it's gonna be two things. It's gonna be events per month, and then the movies I've seen and the rating that I give them. So that's pretty much what the video is going to be. So starting off strong with January. January was a month that I delved a little bit into polyamory, and the way that came about was like me perusing through Tinder, finding a girl I thought was pretty, and it ended up that she was married and they wanted a poly triad, or 3 people in a relationship. That was about the end of last year. I found this girl, and I thought she was really pretty, and I decided to get to know her. And basically I met her in January, and the way we met was I was like, hey, you want to go get a tattoo together? So we ended up doing that on Friday the 13th in January, and I got this little thing here, which is just a 4-leaf clover, and I love this. I've been wanting a 4-leaf clover because I have really bad luck, so I just thought it was like ironic and cute to get a 4-leaf clover tattoo like on Friday the 13th, you know. And she got like a cute little cow with like a spaceship, you know, like the beams like bringing the cow up, and it was really cute. And to give you all like what happened with that, I ended up meeting her husband. We went out together. Like the first time I met her, it was just her and her daughter, and I loved her. Like I could really see myself with her if she was not married. Reason being is because I met her husband, which I didn't even put what month that was in because I don't remember, but I met her husband shortly after, and we all went to an art museum together, and me and him just didn't click in that kind of romantic, flirty way. He seemed uncomfortable, and I feel like I was mutually uncomfortable. So yeah, I just told her like nicely, like, you know what, I think I'm just looking for a guy, and I mean for a girl, and you know, maybe like we shouldn't proceed with that, you know. And she was kind of like, well, we're dating separately, me and him too, so I don't know, that's still something that I'm like iffy about. I still talk to her pretty regularly, I just haven't seen her since then. So anyways, that was January, and also in January was my birthday on the 22nd. I am an Aquarius, and same thing, perusing through Tinder, I did go ahead and meet another girl, and it turned out that we had the same birthday. So me and her ended up celebrating our birthday, not on the day of, but like we wanted to go out because we both had the same birthday, was really into her too. And for January, the movie that I saw was Missing, which was basically like about a girl that her mom goes on a trip, and it turns out that the mom goes missing. Like, she never comes back, you know, as far as the girl knows. So she's like looking for her. Her mom is missing, basically. And I give that movie an 8 out of 10 because I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I went in like, it was more like, I have nothing to watch, like, let's watch that movie. And it actually ended up being really good. So Missing is an 8 out of 10 for me. Okay, so going into February, February 11th was the day that my little kitty Lila was born. She's right here on the window, and this is Lila, and she is my little black kitty. She's so pretty. She has green eyes like Luna, and she wants to get away right now, but this is how she looks. And she was born February 11th. Okay, she wanted to get off. After that was Valentine's Day. So what happened on Valentine's Day was that me and Mel, we started talking a lot, and we ended up really liking each other. I was so into her. I was like simping really hard. And Mel asked me to be her Valentine earlier that month. So she told me that she was gonna plan like this whole Valentine's thing. It ended up not happening. I planned it. I got her flowers and, you know, chocolates and a bear to take her to work, and it ended up never happening because she was just weird. Like, she didn't want me to go to her work, and anyways, red flags started appearing, and that was Valentine's Day. After that, on February 19th, and I won't go too into depth on this, but February 19th was the day that my grandpa passed away. Now, my grandpa was very old, very sick. He had heart problems, diabetes, all these things, and he went, you know, as a cause or an effect of those diseases. Of course, it was a really sad time in my life, but I have come to terms with the fact that he is no longer in pain, you know, and I feel my grandpa with me all the time. I know my grandpa is in a better place, and I know that's a cheesy thing to say, but I just know in my heart that he is. And of course, that same month was, towards the end of the month, was like when we went to his funeral and things like that. That was February. And on a lighter note, the movies that I saw in February were 3 of them. I saw Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I give that movie a 6 out of 10 because it was okay. Like, I remember it being okay. It wasn't very memorable for me, but I know I had a few laughs. I know it was entertaining, so that's why it gets a 6 out of 10 for me, because it was not bad. It was just okay. Next, I have Knock at the Cabin, and this movie was another one that I was like not too sure if I wanted to like watch, because I would see the preview and I didn't really know like what it was about by just looking at the preview. But it ended up being a really good movie in my opinion. I gave it a 9 out of 10 because, without giving you spoilers, like, I just wasn't expecting, like, I knew the theme of the movie, but I wasn't expecting like the gore and like kind of how the plot happened. So that's why I give it a 9, because to me it was surprisingly good. Like, I was surprised. It was another one of those like filler movies that I was like, I'm just gonna watch, and I ended up really liking it. 9 out of 10 for me. Really quick, Knock at the Cabin crazy, and it's kind of like a comedy type of thing. It's entertaining, and it's based on a true story, if you didn't know. In March is when I had a falling out with the girl that I was seeing in February, or mid-February, I should say. Actually, no, in the beginning of February is when I started talking to her. Anyways, the beginning of March, I had a falling out with her because the sexual innuendos were not being reciprocated. None of the romanticism, none of the gestures that I did toward her. Like, she wasn't doing anything for me. Also, she, like I said, she asked me to be her Valentine, said she would plan out the whole day, and then did nothing. Like, on the day of, she was like, so what are we doing today? And I was like, in relationships, I am very much the planner. In anything, actually. And this is like with guys too. Like, there's never a time where I don't know what I want to do, or I don't know where I want to eat. Like, I'm always like, hey, why don't we do this, this, and this today? And go eat here. Like, I always know what I want to do, and I always plan everything. You know, I'll book stuff, I'll set up reservations, like stuff like that. That's just how I am. But in this case, I was like, and this is with a girl or a guy, like, I didn't want to be the planner anymore. Like, I thought it was cool that she was like, hey, let's do Valentine's, and then you know, planned it out. Long story short, I confronted her. She wasn't happy about it, and we ended up just kind of drifting away. I was like, you know what, this isn't what I want. I'm sorry. Like, I need someone who gives more effort, and I understand if, like, you're not mentally there to give me effort, but I'm gonna look for somebody that does, you know. So that was March, the beginning of March. And also in March, I saw the first pictures of my kitty Lila, and I decided I was gonna get a second cat. My little Luna needed a companion, and I just decided to get her. So in March, I saw three movies. I saw Demon Slayer, The Swordsmith Village, and for this movie, I did give it a 7 out of 10. So for Demon Slayer, I liked it. Like, I thought it was a good movie, but I didn't know that it was gonna be mostly previous episodes. So it was like 3 previous episodes, and then the last 30 minutes was like the new episode. So that's not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a full movie of, like, you know, what happens next in Demon Slayer. So that's why I give it a 7 out of 10. Regardless, it was good. Also in March, I saw Creed 3, and this movie, I do give it a 7 out of 10. I remember it being good, and of course I know the gist of what, like, Creed is about and everything, because I've seen the other ones, but it was just not very memorable for me. Like, I can't point to certain things that I remember happening in the movies, but I remember it was good, so that's why it gets a 7 out of 10 for me. And then after that, I saw Scream 6. I do give that a 6 out of 10. So a lot of the movie is like them being like, oh, you know, what would a serial killer do? Well, if this was a movie, they would obviously go to this person's house and kill them. Oh no, we need to call them. Like, to me, stupid plot for a movie. Like, why are you focusing so much on, like, oh, this person is a fan of Ghostface, so you know, they might be the killer. Like to me, it was just it's a dumb thing to base the movie on. Like, it's like an Inception type of thing, you know, like, oh, this person likes the killer, oh, they must be the killer. They have, I don't know how to explain it, but it was not that good. And I only gave it a 6 because it is like Ghostface, so obviously it wasn't bad. It was just like that plot thing just throws me off. But anyways, so in April, I did get Lila in April. She was 2 months old when I got her, really sad at first because Luna and Lila, I didn't know how to like acclimate cats, you know, and I would cry so much because I got Lila and Luna did not accept her, but I did the whole process of like acclimating two cats together, and it ended up working out. Like they love each other now and they play and everything, so I'm happy for that. But at first it was sad. In April, I saw the most movies. I think I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I saw 7 movies in theaters. So I saw John Wick Chapter 4, and I had never seen any of the other John Wicks. So to me, I was pleasantly surprised. I don't like action movies, so I just went because somebody wanted to watch it with me at the time, but I gave it a 10 out of 10 because I was pleasantly surprised. And after watching John Wick 4, I saw the other ones, like I binged them in like a day. So that's why I gave it a 10 out of 10, because it's really, really good. Like there was nothing wrong with it, honestly. After that, I saw Malum. That movie is a scary movie. Most scary movies to me are not good nowadays, and that movie was not only scary but disturbing, like really disturbing. So I gave it a 9 out of 10 because I really liked it. After that, I saw Super Mario, and for Super Mario, I did give it a 9 out of 10 because it's Mario. It's just classic to me. So it gives you like that nostalgic feeling. It has all the elements, you know, all the characters, and I just thought it was really cute, so I gave it a 9 out of 10. Next is The Pope's Exorcist. So obviously by the name, this is also a scary movie. Basically, I mean, about a pope who does an exorcism, and then there's like a little plot twist in there that I won't say, but this movie to me was really good too. I gave it a 10 out of 10 because, here's why, because it's a scary movie and it involves humor, and the guy who plays the Pope, I can't think of the actor's name, but he is so, like, he makes the movie, he's so good in it. It's just like, it's really good, and then it involves humor without it being cheesy. It works. So I gave that one a 10 out of 10. It was really good for me. After that, I saw Evil Dead Rise. I did not like it. I wanted to like it so bad because I hyped myself up for it so much. You know, I kept watching the trailers. The trailers were so creepy, and like there was just a lot of, like, it was like a lot of build up for it to just be like anticlimactic. But it was okay. It was like, there was scary moments, there was disturbing moments. It's just that to me, Evil Dead, I think it's the last Evil Dead, which was I think in 2013. It was way better, way creepier. To me, that's my favorite Evil Dead, and this one didn't top it. So for that reason, I give it a 6 out of 10. It was just not that good. I wanted to like it so bad though. After that, I saw Dungeons and Dragons. Now I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons except what I've seen in Stranger Things and what I've heard about, you know, but other than that, I don't really know that much. But Dungeons and Dragons was really good, and another kind of surprising one for me. It was just a good movie, and it involved like a lot of humor and just, you know, some action and stuff like that, and to me it was really good. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Also, like, I really like fantasy and stuff like that, so I don't know, it was cool. After that, I saw Beau is Afraid. I'll start with the rating with this one. I gave it a 6 out of 10. And honestly, I think that it's just a me thing. I am really bad at like watching things that should have a deeper meaning and then deciphering it. I just didn't know. Like, I know what Beau is Afraid was trying to do. it was too much to try to watch and read into it. But it was a good movie. It was visually like really nice, actually, visually, and just like artistically, if that makes sense. But as far as the storyline, I just couldn't keep up with it. Maybe it's just me, like I said, I think it's just me like being dumb. But that was Bo's Afraid. I gave it a 6. So next is May, of course. In May, I did a few things here. I went to my first like women's show, you know, where guys are like dancing and stripping and stuff like that, and it was actually really fun. Like, if they come again, I might do it again, because it was just like, it was really fun. So in May also was like the end of May was when I ended things, or me and my ex ended things, the one that I talked about a lot, like a few videos back in my life update. May is the last time that we ended things. If you want to see more about that, I'll link the video below if you want to know like the whole deal. But yeah, so after that, I went to Puerto Rico. So while the motherfucker downgraded, I was over here sipping a margarita mojito by the beach. So in Puerto Rico, I tried mofongo for the first time, which was so good. Oh my god. I need to find a restaurant here that makes mofongo, because oh my god, I'm sure it won't be the same. But I drank a lot of piña coladas. We went to the beach a lot. We went to castles. What else did we do in Puerto? Oh, I went kayaking in a bioluminescent bay. If you don't know what bioluminescence is, please Google it. But to me, it was underwhelming. It wasn't like you see it in pictures. Maybe it's just where we went. Maybe it just wasn't as cool like the time of year that we went. I don't know. But it was just not doing it, that much. So, but it was still fun, and kayaking was so scary. Oh my god, like, I don't know how to swim, so I was just like scared the whole time that I was gonna fall. And they kept saying like you could literally stand up in the water and you'd be fine. And I was like, I don't care, like I don't want to fall. And I also didn't believe them. It looked deeper than like, my height. But anyways, yeah, that was Puerto Rico in May, and it was so much fun. But after that, when I came back, I did watch Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And it was so good. I mean, if you've seen it, you know. But it was so good. If you've seen the previous ones, you kind of know what it's about. But I gave it a 10 out of 10, and I cried because, of course I did. If you've seen it, I'm sure you cried. So in June, I just kind of started like my single girl era, That's all I wrote. I just wrote single girl era. I don't think I did anything exciting. But I did see 4 movies. I saw Boogeyman, which is a scary movie. Of course, I'm sure most of you know who the Boogeyman is. But yeah, I give it a 6 out of 10. It was okay. Just not like mind-blowing to me. After that, I saw The Little Mermaid, which is a 9 out of 10. I thought it was really cute, I mean, it's The Little Mermaid, like you can't go wrong with it. To me, my favorite part was just like the father-daughter dynamic and the father-daughter like tension. It was just really like cute, and it was just classic Little Mermaid, so 9 out of 10. After that, I saw Elemental, which is a Disney movie. I'm not sure if it's Pixar. But yeah, it's Disney, and it was really cute. The gist of it is like a flame. So Elemental, it's about the elements, and it's a flame falling in love with a water guy. So it's just a really cute story about it's about a daughter that feels the weight on her shoulders of her parents' expectations. And yeah, it's just, kind of like a taboo love too, because of water and fire. So really cute, 9 out of 10 from me. After that, saw Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. And of course this is Spider-Man, the Miles Davis Spider-Man. And I mean, I love the first one. This one was also really good. I gave it an 8 out of 10. And then for July, the whole theme of July was really me interviewing for this new job that I'm at now. And it was just the whole interview process, you know, documentation, going to the interview and all of that. And towards the end of July, I did find out that I was hired. So another thing that I did in July, we went to the Carlsbad Caverns, my family and I. So they're just some caverns that are nearby here, but they're so nice. I love going. Like, they're really impressive, like, honestly. And I've been a few times, and every time I go, I enjoy it. So that was really cool. And for some of my family, it was their first time, so they had a lot of fun too. For movies, I saw 3 of them. One of them was Insidious, The Red Door. To me, they're dragging out Insidious, and it wasn't memorable, but it was okay. So I gave it a 6 out of 10 because I like the Insidious movies. I just think that they're going too far. Like, they should have kept it at like the first 2 or 3, you know. After that, I saw No Hard Feelings. No Hard Feelings is a Jennifer Lawrence movie. This movie gets a 7 out of 10 from me. It was really funny. It was cute. It was just light and, you know, just cute and funny. And Jennifer Lawrence, I like her. I know a lot of people find her like annoying, but I think she's cool. And this is the first movie that she's directed, and I think that she did great. And I love the dynamic between her and the male protagonist in this movie. After that, I saw Talk to Me. So Talk to Me is another horror movie, and it's about, like, basically a hand that you grab like this, like it's a statue hand, right? And then you grab it and you get like kind of like in a trance type of thing. And when you get in this trance, like, you see shit. Without giving too many spoilers, it is a good movie. I gave it an 8 out of 10 because I was surprised. I just thought it was gonna be bad. So in August, I started my new job, and I remember the date. It was August 4th. August 3rd was my last day on my previous job, and August 4th was the first day at the new job. And I mean, yeah, it was fine. It was the start of a new job. I was sad about leaving the old one, but you know, I found myself kind of settled in now. After that, we went to, well, my sister, and my nephew went to Albuquerque, which is a few hours away, and we celebrated my sister's birthday. And what we did was just literally go to, I think we went to the zoo, we went to the aquarium for my nephew. You know, he had a lot of fun, and so did we. And we also went to Cheesecake Factory because we do not have one near us, and every time we go somewhere where there's a Cheesecake Factory, we go because we love it. So we did that, and August was actually the only month that I did not see a movie in theaters. So that was August. After that, we have September. In September, I went on my first solo road trip. I went to Phoenix, and I saw Sam Smith and Jessie Reyes in concert, which was amazing. I think I've already talked about this, but I had the best time. I was nervous because of going to a concert alone. I just had never done that, but now, like, it's something that I hope to do in the future because I had so much fun by myself. I sat next to this lady and her daughter got her tickets for Sam Smith, and she was like the coolest lady. She had like she was wearing a black dress, and her daughter was wearing a pink dress, and they were wearing respectively colored Converse. And and I was just like, oh my god. And you know, she had like crazy hair, and it was just like so cool. I had so much fun, and that's where I fell in love with Jessie Reyes, and I've loved her ever since. So another thing that happened in September was towards the end of the month, I started talking to a new guy. I think he added me from Tinder. I wasn't actively on, but I think he added my Snapchat or something. And that's when we started talking. That was the end of September. Oh, for movies, I saw The Nun 2. The Nun 2 was okay. It was okay. It still follows the whole Conjuring world, you know. It wasn't too scary for me. But like Insidious, it's becoming redundant to me, and I give it a 6 out of 10. So for October, the only notable thing that happened was at the end of the month, I stopped talking to the guy I started talking to in September. And the reason we started talking, I really liked him. There was like a few red flags. Actually, he broke it off. He ended up telling me that like basically he was still with this like ex. He wasn't over his ex and was still like talking to her and stuff. And he wanted to figure that out. So I was like, okay, by all means, thanks for telling me. And I was kind of glad for it because this guy, he didn't really take me out. Like, I was really invested. Like, I would always go to his house and stuff. But that's all we did. Like, all we did was go to his house. And I was like, when are you gonna take me out? And also, he didn't have a car, which I think his ex kept when she moved out. Anyways, it was a whole thing, and we stopped talking. Also, in the end of October, I started talking to another guy. And this guy, like, I have had him on my social media for a while, but he had never asked me out, and I actually told him once because he would always comment on my stories and stuff, and like, I was like, why don't you just ask me out, you know? Like, I would say yes, like, why not, you know? But anyways, he just told me at the time, like, I have a lot of things going on, and he ended up asking me out, and we went to haunted house together the first time we met. I had fun with him, but, to me, it just didn't click. Like, I wasn't into him, and that's simply what it was. Like, I didn't think I'm not unattracted to him. Like, I think he's okay looking. We had fun, like, we laughed, but to me, I very much friend zoned it in my head. Like, I was like, oh, like, he's a cool friend. I wasn't sexually attracted or romantically interested, like, none of it. For no reason, I just wasn't. So, we went on 2 dates, and we just stopped talking because I told him the truth. I told him, like, hey, you know, I don't think I'm interested in you that way, and it's like nothing to do with you. It's just I am not feeling it, and I don't know why, but I just want to be honest with you, you know. And we still talk like casually, but it didn't work out with him. So yeah. At the end of October, the last movie I saw was Exorcist Believer. And it is just like a rendition, or how do I say it, like related to Exorcist, the original Exorcist. I gave it a 7 out of 10. To be honest, I didn't think it was really that scary, but I like that they included some elements of the original Exorcist, and I thought that was cool. But it just was not that scary to me, so I gave it a 7 out of 10. After that, in November, I saw my brother's first fight. He is in kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, MMA. He likes a lot of fighting sports. So I went to his first fight, and unfortunately he lost, but he did really, really good, to the point where the other guys, the guy that he fought, his coach, like, asked him to train with him because he did really well. So I was really proud of him, and I was really excited to see his first fight of many ever, and that was really cool. Of course, November's also when we celebrated Thanksgiving, and for movies, I saw 2 of them. The first one was Five Nights at Freddy's, and I give this one a 7 out of 10 because I was pleasantly surprised again with this movie. I just thought it was gonna be, you know, like a cute little Five Nights at Freddy's theme movie, which it was, but it was also like, it was a good plot, it was entertaining. I liked the characters, I liked the brother-sister dynamic and tension going on. I really liked it. Like, they really did a good job with it. So I gave it a 7 out of 10. In November, I also saw the Thanksgiving movie, of course, by Eli Roth. And to me, like, okay, I will say this, it's the lowest rating I gave a movie in this list of movies I saw in the year. I gave it a 3 out of 10 because it was not good. It wasn't good. Like, I don't know. Me and my brothers have talked so much about this because I saw it with my brothers and my mom. I don't know what the movie was trying to do. I don't know if it was trying to be like a cheesy horror, but it wasn't a good cheesy horror. Like, it just wasn't. It didn't have a good plot. The story didn't make sense. It wasn't cohesive. Like, nothing really was cohesive in the movie. I just didn't like it. So in December, I mean, the only thing that was really noteworthy was Christmas. And yeah, I mean, you guys saw what I got for Christmas. Just family time. Always great. A great time. But yeah, pretty much Christmas. On the 31st is gonna be Luna's birthday, and I'm gonna make her a little cat cake that I saw on TikTok that is so cute. She's gonna be 3 years old, so the 31st is her birthday, which I'm excited about. As for movies, the only one I saw was Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I loved this movie. I went with my brother, who is not really a big fan of Hunger Games like I was back in the day, or like I still am. I was expecting it to kind of flop, to be honest. If you don't know, it's basically like obviously Hunger Games related, but it's not, it doesn't have any of the characters. It's the 10th ever Hunger Games, and I loved it. The romance in the movie is amazing. The action is amazing. It's just the right amount of like gory and disturbing. It makes you hate their government. The villains are great at being villains. Like, it is so good. It's such a good movie. I gave it a 9 out of 10, and the only reason I took 1 point off is because to me the romance was a little bit fast-paced. Just a little bit. Other than that, it would have been perfect. Like, it was really good. So yeah, that is my 2023 wrap up. And just as a little summary here, so this year I dated 5 different people, including my ex, of course. It was 3 boys and 2 girls. I went on 4 trips, which was Puerto Rico, Carlsbad Caverns, Albuquerque, and Phoenix. And I watched 26 movies in theaters. Oh, by the way, this hoodie belongs to one of the guys, the guy that I saw October. I keep it because I am sad, because I was, you know what it is, I was really, really physically attracted to him. He's 6'3". I should text him. No, just kidding. But anyways, this is his hoodie. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed that really enjoyed making it and recapping the year. I just thought it was cool to see like what I did, notable things that I did on a month-to-month basis. And going to the movies is one of my favorite things, so I thought it was a fun little thing to incorporate. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed